Blackrock's secret Bitcoin buys have been exposed. We have some of our favorite altcoins with massive upticks in their liquidity, signaling that altcoin season might be closer than we think. And one of our favorite alts primed for absolute fireworks as the Harris debate nears. It's going down tomorrow. We got all this and more on today's blockchain basement, but also some big changes coming to my life. We got Isaac up here on the sticks. Isaac.
Howdy.
I told him about the changes right before we went live, but we are changing times. We are changing times. It looks like we're going to be going live at 12:30 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. And honestly, I am pretty excited about it. I'm pretty damn excited about it. So hopefully you guys, everyone that catches the show at 2 p.m. is able to catch us at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be right around lunchtime for a lot of people on the East Coast, you know, somewhere in the 10:30 range for people center of the country and stuff. But big changes for my wife, my life, and everything in it. So having to make those moves to just, you know, got to make the wife happy. And I think she's really excited for this next chapter. So that's what we're going to be doing. And shout out to everyone that's joining me. And shout out to Elevator Man, making it rain memberships right off the get-go. 10 memberships dropped for the early birds up in here. We got Sack Nasty. I saw Sack Nasty's mom, chaotically enough, in the chat. It's very, very intense what's going on in the chat right now. Shady Bandito, Sufficient Enough, Willis Wilford, Mr. Mark Laserface, and Ducey Does Crypto. Ducey holding it down for me and keeping people in the know. I had a lot of people that are current members that wanted to become Black Site members to catch the stream that we did this weekend. And if you guys missed it, I mean, this was an absolute banger. The EMP Black Site specials, where me and Veteran dived into all of the aspects of what an EMP would look like, all the different degrees of what a grid down scenario would be in the United States. And if you aren't already a Black Site member and you're interested in this type of stuff, go ahead and support the channel. Hop on in there. And if you're not following us, make sure you're following us. A lot of people are still, I think we're up to 5% of all subscribers are catching notifications, you guys. So make sure you have your notifications on for the channel when we come out. And if you're not already following me on X, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is where I drop all the hot hellos in the morning. There's Portfolio in March, David Batista, and Portfolio in September version of David Batista. Very different. Very different. He might have been on the juice. Isaac, what do you think? Was he on the juice?
He looks like he's on the juice. He's juiced up.
Well, right here, I mean, it looks like he's kind of stepped away from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, things happen when you're not 18 years old, like Isaac over here. Unbelievable. You know, a lot of people. And shout out Rachel. Thank you for joining the Black Side. Pow, pow, pow. Ducey won't be able to hit the chat at that time. Ducey, it's all right. I mean, you'll still be able to catch the show at 2. And I know that it's going to be a big change for a lot of people. I got to do what I got to do here. Still going to be coming live to you every day, 12:30, and then you can catch it at 2 if, you know, if you have time for it. And honestly, I hope that everyone that's here does continue supporting us regardless of whatever time we're at, folks, because, you know, I'm doing this all for the family here. And obviously the people in the basement, I feel like you guys are my family, but this is the real fam. Look at Remington. She's out there. She was the best fisher out of the entire group. My son Bronson, he was the one that's like, Dad, we got to go fishing. We got to go fishing. And then we spent the entire time, me and Remy was the real VIP when it came to fishing. So shout out to Remy. She's crushing it out there. But yeah, let's get into a lot of news here, you guys. We got a lot of stuff to get into. First and foremost, I've been sitting here riding some lightning. If you're trading with me on 2bit, you're not trading with me already on 2bit. Oh my God, elevator man, making it rain again, hooking up the new peeps with the memberships, dude. You're incredible. If you're not trading with me on 2bit, we have a few partners actually that I wanted to show you guys here, because we have 2bit with all the trading bots available, all of the copy trading, and a pretty good layout for them. I'm going to let the chat decide if I should close this trade out. Move my face here. We are up 50% just on the morning. And it's, really a $250 trade at 20x leverage, just a little something, make me feel something here. But we're up by 50% on this little chaos trading bag that I'm working with. I could send a couple thousand into this thing on the next trades, but I really, wanted to get a feel because I feel like it's trading season. I feel like the trading excitedness has come back into my soul here. So we are working with, obviously, our fantastic channel partner, 2bit, but also now CoinW, because Joshua Jake is up there with a really cool place for people to go and learn how to trade from a bunch of very, very experienced traders out there. So if you feel it in your bones that you're feeling spicy enough, here's where our live link is. I'll just show you where the link is in particular. This is on mute, I believe. So, oh my God, so zoomed in. Let's see here. So you go to more on the description. This is our link for 2bit, and here is the link you can click, and it'll take you straight to the CoinW sign-in area. Very, very simple to sign up. You just utilize all your basic information. It's got the referral code pre-built, and you can join in there to get access to a Telegram with a bunch of really, really great traders that are giving some great signals out right now. So we have some big stuff to get in here. We got to cover quite a bit. The markets are looking juicy. Just a basic look at the coin market cap action here. Bitcoin up by 4% on the day. Ethereum up by 2.9%. BNB right there with Bitcoin up 4% just about. Dogecoin up a chaotic 8.5%. Things are looking juicy, folks. Let's go to the biggest winners. Oh, geez, what was that? Did I just get yelled at by my phone?
Siri
Was that Siri?
Yes, she listens to everything we say. She's a government agent.
Good. I mean, I hope she knows that I dislike her. You know what I mean?
Based.
A lot of people drive me nuts and like, Drew, you shouldn't talk about the Second Amendment in front of your phone. It's like, what do I care? Like, you want to come I don't even have a speeding ticket in my life. If they want to make it illegal to speak about the 2A in front of my phone, get real. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Try me. Now, the biggest winners of the day, Popcat, looking all chaotic, the little kitty cat with the open mouth here. This is a chaotic play. Isaac, are you still holding your Popcat?
Yes, indeed, I am still holding my Popcat.
Really? Well, you're up 17.8% today, bro. You feeling good?
I'm feeling great. Feeling
right,
fabulous.
then.
You know what else is up?
What?
Drift is up 10% today.
Drift is up 10% too? Damn, man. Damn. I mean, Aave, we got pumping by 12%. That's another great. And we didn't ever get it back down to $100. That was my kind of back up the truck moment. We did hit that back up the truck moment for BitTensor Tau when it was at $160 here on the channel. I gave the signal. And here we are sitting up 11.6% on the day, nearly $300 once again. Absolutely beautiful. But we got some big news to get into. Let's get into all this stuff here. But this is what I set out back in Colorado when I set out for this job and this journey out to Georgia. This is literally my experience. My wife had me write down my goals on a piece of paper and what I wanted. And I wanted to support my family, keep healthy food on the table, keep that security going. But I wanted to do what I love and make a positive impact on the world. But chaotically enough, I wanted to do all of this from the woods. And then lo and behold, I get a call from TJ over here at Hit Network. He brings me on. I end up being a writer, researcher, and then eventually got the opportunity to lead up the blockchain basement. I haven't looked back since. And I really appreciate this community that we built up together, you guys. I feel like I'm in this with you, and we're doing some amazing things here, and it just feels damn good. Now, we're talking about some things related to Bitcoin on the price action first. This is from Decrypt. Bitcoin could sink to $30,000 if Kamala Harris wins the election, says Bernstein. In a stark assessment of the U.S. presidential selection process, the potential impact on the crypto market, analysts at Bernstein have forecast that Bitcoin could test $30,000 to $40,000 range if the VP Harris is emerging victorious in this selection process. The prediction stands in sharp contrast to their bullish outlook for the orange one here. According to the report, industry has received a much warmer response from the Trump campaign, which has taken an overly pro-crypto stance. The tone of clarity between the two political sides has been very different, the analyst noted, pointing out that Trump's support for making U.S. and Bitcoin the crypto capital of the world. Report suggesting that the hyena victory could lead to a continuation of challenging regulatory environments that have plagued the crypto sector in recent years. Very, very, very interesting stuff to keep in mind here, folks. And we got to keep in mind, she just posted her policy positions on the main website there, and there is no mention of digital assets, crypto, or blockchain tech anywhere. Now we know. And this is directly from the hyena.com right there. Fantastic. Metal Law Man posted this up for us all to get access to. And really, on top of that, the nasty spot to think about is, imagine Gary Gensler is leading up the Treasury, right? Then you got a big, big problem. So on top of all the ethical and cultural things that we face should the hyena retain power, we have to think about what the crypto landscape would look like under a hyena Gensler regime. Not looking so great, folks. I can say it pretty bluntly and pretty frankly with a lot of conviction in those assessments. Now, we got this from Bitcoin Magazine, talking about Michael Saylor getting on air, saying some crazy stuff about Bitcoin. Let's have a listen.
Bitcoin's 0.1% of the capital in the world right now. I think it's going to go to 7% of the capital.
7%.
My long-term forecast is it's going to go to 13 million over 21 years.
13 million.
13 million. But what is it 5 years from now? In your 4-year calculus.
You know, it's been growing 44% a year with about a 40 to 50 vol. I would think it'll move on at 40%, then click down to 35, then 30, then 25, and at some point it'll be the S&P return plus 8%, and it'll be the S&P vol plus 8%, because it's always going to be a more global, open, free capital market.
How is there stuff that's above your pay grade? You're worth billions. I mean, we can say that. It's above our pay grade, but who gets to decide if it's above your pay grade?
He might have been it's below his pay grade.
Right, exactly, exactly.
Bitcoin's an expression in this view that you want to invest in an asset without counterparty risk, which means you don't want to be counterparty to a country, a currency, a city, a company, a commodity, or a culture, right? So people think it's a risky thing. It's all about people wanting to not take risk. They don't want to guess whether Picasso's or real estate in New York or NVIDIA stock will be higher in 10 years. They want to buy money. They want to buy 1/21 millionth of all the money in the world.
Man, I mean, $13 million Bitcoin in 21 years. That is a tall order, folks. Let's just look at what the market cap would actually need to be to accomplish $13 million. This actually might break coin perspective trying to do this. Let's see here. So let's say, I know 20 trill. Let's just do 20. Let's see. 20. Can you type? Does it type?
Do it type, chat.
Does it type? It's not doing it. I know that 20 trillion means a $1 million market cap. So this seems kind of outlandish, honestly, to me. $13 million per token. What do you got? 13 times 2 is 26, $260 trillion market cap. Like, really?
Yeah, that's insane.
That's a little much, for me. I mean, is this too outlandish for you, Isaac?
Yeah, that's way too much.
Way a little bit too much. I wonder if the chat is frozen or something like that. The chat might be frozen.
Chat might be frozen, or they might be
Let me know if we're
sleeping.
still
Wake up.
Let me know if we're still out here live. Okay, cool. There's one. I don't know, man. I mean, like, Bitcoin, I feel like it's a very, very big advancement to humanity at large, but having a market cap of $260 trillion, I mean, come on. I mean, guys, let me know. I mean, is Saylor just freaking, outlandishly bullish at this point? Because he is definitely all in, and, he might be overselling this a little bit. Like, I feel like we can hit $1 million Bitcoin in the 2028 timeframe, but $260 trillion market cap, my God, in the next 21 years, mind you. I mean, that's a huge, huge leap to make. 2045. That's definitely a far way out. Yeah, I just kind of doubt it, man. I'm kind of doubting it. Maybe I'm underselling it. Maybe I'm just a little bit too jaded. I mean, I do acknowledge Bitcoin is, in my opinion, one of the biggest inventions since, the pen. So I do keep that in mind. But man, that's reaching a little bit there. But a shout out to Michael Saylor for just gutlessly going up on CNBC and putting these numbers out. Absolutely crazy. Now we have this. This is a highlight on Bitcoin price from Blockware, and I really liked this write-up. Bitcoin at $55,000 in February 2024. We saw long-term holders selling, indefinite timeline on rate cuts, 900 Bitcoin being mined per day, and the fear and greed index was at 80. Okay, so now we fast forward to our current time frame, and yeah, we're now at like 57 or something like that, but at $55,000 in today's time frame this morning. We had long-term holders accumulating now. We have rate cuts starting next week with the Federal Reserve meeting. Half of the amount of Bitcoin is being mined per day now because the Bitcoin halving has passed. And we have a fear and greed index that is completely reset down to the scary zone where all the plebs have run away. And in my opinion, buying the fear has been the most profitable thing I can do in crypto. This is a beautiful reset. When you're really backed up, looking at the forest through the trees on Bitcoin's price action and all of these other metrics that this fella laid out here. This is Blockware at Blockware team. I really, really liked this. This is a talk about being able to back up, calm down just because it's not straight up and to the right after we got the Blackrock ETFs announced. And all of this, we see all of this amazing Wall Street buys of Bitcoin. Why is the price not already $1 million? Why is this the new paradigm? Well, there's a secret reason for that, folks. And that was exposed earlier this morning and by a few different accounts here. We had Vinny Barbosa with the original post, but then Marty Party posted again about it. BlackRock has been settling Bitcoin transactions with Coinbase without using the Bitcoin settlement network. We're not talking about buying a coffee but institutional investments of $18.5 billion fund. And this by Marty Party, I completely agree with this. We all knew it. BlackRock settling with Coinbase off-chain and is opaque. This was fought for by the SEC by the in-cash method, that whole in-cash payment method of how they wanted to handle this system. We got it. A total scam. Hence, the price is not affected even though BlackRock has been buying up all of the Bitcoin. This is absolutely arbitrage. What's happening right here, in my opinion, is BlackRock is laughing at all of these short-term or retail holders of Bitcoin as they sell their Bitcoin. They're getting shaken out by this sideways channel that we've been stuck in and even punched down to $49,000 during the yen trade chaos. They're laughing at you because what they're doing is they're settling Bitcoin purchases off-chain. That way it doesn't affect price. The price doesn't go up when BlackRock is gathering up all the Bitcoin from the poor plebs that are watching the mainstream media and getting shaken out of their positions. And it's just so crazy. When you really back up and look at the price action of where we've been, it looks scary to the average person. Like you have this institutional adoption of Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily here just to get nice and backed up. But this whole range has shook many, many weak hands out of the market, you guys, and it's a downward trend. Yeah, sure. If you're accounting for this peak that we hit on March of 2024, that was a very, very fast move to $73,000, and it has been a slow bleed since then. And people that are on the outside looking in that aren't BlackRock, that aren't these massive money managers, they're getting scared out. This is a complete psyop to the entire crypto industry, and it's really shooken out even some crypto influencers or analysts that I really respected. They've given up hope, and that is what I am here to tell you. Do not give hope. We are fighting this battle. We are winning. These people on Wall Street are having to buy this asset in the dark so that you don't realize how important of an asset this is going to be for the future. And another post from Nagato that I really loved. Not a bull flag or cup and handle of Valhalla, pardon. Call it whatever the hell you want. But if you look at this chart, consider the macro context of where we're currently in and decide to be bearish. then you're out of your mind. And he's just highlighting this point right here. This is a well backed up view of Bitcoin's price over the past 2 cycles here. God, I missed the COVID dip. Isaac, this is where my crypto journey began, right?
That's
there in
where
that little
I
hellhole.
wish I began.
Dude, but I mean, I was watching it since 2017, 2018. I didn't have the capital put together to buy a whole coin or to really understand it. So I spent from 2017 up till 2020 researching it and understanding it. And then finally was pushed over the edge when I saw that buying opportunity. My wife really pushed me because I was going to do like 500, maybe 1,000 into it at the time. Yeah. And she's like, honey, don't half-ass this. Use your whole ass. And I was like, you know what, honey, you're right. So we put our whole life savings in at that moment, and it really changed the life of us. And honestly, I really hope that I'm getting out to enough people so that they have the opportunity to learn about crypto before the getting is gone. The getting is good right now, and I am screaming it from the rooftops. We're looking at this flag channel. This is our current situation here. Flag channel we're in, and honestly, this thing looks like it's ready to just rip face. And I'm looking for around 125 to 150 as a conservative estimate for this bull market cycle, but not leaving it off the table for Bitcoin to accomplish a $250,000 price point in this current environment. And now I did want to ask the chat, should I close this trade? We're up by 45%. Let me know if you think I should close this thing, because I'm going to have to go work out soon. And honestly, I'm not going to be surprised if we get a violent upsurge, even if we continue to be trapped in this channel. Yeah, obviously, there will be some chop, but I think that we're getting magnetized to the 63,400 level. What you got, IJ?
+1 to close, +2 to keep it open.
Ooh,
there we go.
There you go. And Ryan shoots. Damn right. I mean, she's definitely a smart woman. My wife is a great compliment. I've been right about the macro stuff and definitely about crypto at large, but she's always the one that pushes me over the edge and really gives me that extra confluence when, there's so much fear and uncertainty in the markets. Where do we see this world going? Where do we see the masters of this universe wanting all of their information? It's all data aggregated, you guys. He and she who controls the data in the future is going to be deemed the next king of humanity. That's where we're heading. So it's a scary time frame for people that are left on the sidelines, but I can take this this information and utilize it for the benefit of the future. And this is from Jelly, just highlighting where we are in the cycle, you guys. This is the first halving right there. Just a little bit of chop, but honestly, pretty good price movement. There was a much smaller market cap to have to deal with. This is the second halving, big pullback, and then yonk. And here is the third halving. This was really fun. Honestly, like seeing this price reset, it was an incredible time. And I decided to really kind of hammer into working like 3 jobs at a time to buy even more crypto. And I am very excited. The reason why we have to change the time frame of this show is because my wife found an amazing job that she's taking, and that's going to give us even more money to DCA in. And I really want to turn our current house into a rental because, I want to create another cash flow that way as well. So and let me know in the chat. We got some +1s. And what is the +1? Did I close it?
+1 to close.
+1 to close? Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to let some more answers, but +1 to close. We're up by 50% just about. +2 if you want me to psycho hand this all the way through into the nighttime, because I will. I fucking will. Now we have this. Warren Buffett. Berkshire Hathaway has dumped $6.2 billion of his Bank of America shares stock in under 2 months. He is offloading in a big way the Bank of America shares he held. We previously had covered multiple dumps that he had done on Apple and Bank of America. Very, very interesting to see this guy battening down the hatches. We also had this, very bullish for humanity, feminist cafe that charged 18% man tax goes out of business. This is what I call nature healing, folks. And yes, this is the wonderful result of capitalism. You can vote with your dollar. Love it. Now we have this. Global market volatility has returned. World stocks erased a massive $4.1 trillion in market cap last week, the largest drop in 2 years. This is twice as much as the previous drawdown in 2024. And the U.S. market alone accounted for 54% of the market value drop. S&P 500 and the NASDAQ fell by 4.3 and 5.8% last week, marking their worst 4 days in September since 2001. Wow. Worst thing to happen to the market since the Twin Towers fell. That is absolutely crazy. That was a very, very bearish. Now we got this. The S&P 500 also suffered its largest weekly decline since March 2023 regional banking crisis. It's a great time to be a trader. You're darn right it is. We're having fun with the volatility. That is more signs that the wheels of this TradFi train are coming off. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how long they can keep this train on the tracks for, but I'll tell you this, I'm going to be completely out of the markets in 2026 and battening down my hatches, watching out for that massive pullback, you guys, because it does not look very sustainable. And now we had this from Global Markets Investor. Is this the true shape of the U.S. consumer finances? Ferrari stock spiked by 122% since 2023 and is trading near all-time highs, yet the Dollar General shares are down by over 65% and sitting at the lowest in 7 years. Chains of discount stores struggling while luxuries are on fire. Only the rich are fine. This is the destruction of the lower and middle class. Absolutely insane to see. And really very disheartening for people on the outside looking into these markets, wondering what the hell is going on. This is why I wake up so headstrong and dead set on waking up the masses, you guys, is because this system is trying to leave the average person behind. Crypto is going to leave the average person behind because they're not going to come to the channel. And this is the unfortunate truth. They're not going to realize what's going on with crypto's upside until the getting has already been got. They're not going to show up till $100,000 Bitcoin. They didn't even show up when we breached all-time highs. They didn't show up when we were at $73,000. And really, they're only going to wake up and realize that this idea of money is changing until Bitcoin's right around the $100,000 mark. And yeah, I think that there will still be some upside to that. But my God, my whole intention with crypto and my entry points is to buy when it's low and sell when it's high. And I can do my best every day, but it is up to you guys as well to help me share the stream on X, Rumble, Twitter, Rumble, YouTube. YouTube's the one I'm forgetting. How sad is that? You know what I mean?
That's kind of crazy.
And also YouTube, I'm almost considering creating another channel where I can just, shoot the 2A, talk about cooking steak, talk about things that, it's like dude stuff. Like dude stuff. I might be creating something like that. High tea. What do you call it? High tea basement takes. Maybe something like that, Now, oh God, Willis is, what is Willis doing? He's 100x shorting.
He 100x shorted on Bitcoin.
Oh my
That's
God.
kind of bullish.
Yeah.
Kind of bullish. I like that. But I have.
Be careful though, bro. Be careful.
This is not financial advice, okay? I do not use 100x leverage. I only go up to about 20x leverage. Okay, leave me out of this.
That's kind of same. I like 20x. You know what I mean? Once you get up to like above 20x, if that thing sneezes, it shakes you off the boat. It's crazy. So we're looking at a lot of pretty crazy macro indicators, you guys, but. Now we're going to take a look at a little bit of the selection process here. This is crypto related though. This is from Marty Party talking about an email from Elizabeth Warren, the banking broad herself, naming names, seems a little rattled, only asking for $28. So she's asking for $2 less than the black site cost. You know what I mean? So fair deal. This election is heating up. This is the letter. It's happening. Now we're in the general selection here in Massachusetts. We just discovered that a conservative crypto funded group are starting to place six-figure ads to bet against her and spreading misinformation to voters that prop up her Republican opponent. Some of the funders behind the ads are crypto investors like the Winklevoss brothers. Yes, those guys from the Social Network, because they're upset that I've called for fair regulations around the industry that would protect working people. Sure. This is a strategy that continues across the country. Powerful special interests are using their giant piles of money to influence elections by buying onslaughts of advertising against candidates who threaten their bottom line. How about this, Elizabeth Warren? How about you don't have a 99% failure rate? Maybe you start trying to get reelected by maybe winning something in your seat. Like, you don't get anything through that you try to push forward. It's absolutely insane. The psyop this woman is laying out. We've got to stop this from happening in Massachusetts in the Senate majority, in the future of, murder rights, basically murder rights
Pretty
there
much.
could be decided by a single seat. As far as, and these far right and rich special interests are trying to buy this one to tilt the power in their favor. And back to this Winklevoss stuff. She's trying to protect the little guy from the Winklevoss. The Winklevoss are running a crypto exchange that is trying to make crypto available to Americans that are fighting a literal situation of hyperinflation. They're trying to find a way to outpace the death of their dollar, which it doesn't seem like any party is interested in stopping. And honestly, if the orange one gets into place, I see him fermenting a third party that's actually pretty damn effective when it comes right down to it. And we'll probably see that third party come to the polls in a very strong way in 2028, because people are tired of not being able to provide for their family. It's a pretty simple equation. Oh my God, we got something. I don't know if I should. Oh God. Okay.
It's too late.
It's too late. The hyena brag. All right, we're going to listen to this. Let's just have a listen. Everyone knows what's going on in Ohio. If you don't already know what's going on in Ohio and the cat, look it up. But let's have a listen to the hyena's take on this.
That is why also, starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection.
My God. There it is. You have the original release of the hyena bragging about her influx of a certain group that, honestly, probably most of them, not so bad, but I don't want to get banned really saying what.
Yeah, we're like on thin ice.
We
right
are
now.
on
Just
very
tiptoeing
thin
away.
ice right now. If you don't already know, just look up Cat Ohio and you'll see what I'm talking about here. This is why I need a whole separate channel. I don't know what's wrong with her neck. Maybe it's a mask. Let's look at this. Hold on. Is that a mask?
Moly.
Yeah, I mean, this might be a mask, dude. Or it's just like a lot of liquor, potentially. It's like resembles like a rooster or something. I don't know. She's pretty hard. Look, and there's another mouth talking there. It's very odd. Now we got this. This is a live view of Trump working to save the kitty cats in response to the hyena. This is so crazy. Just running away, making his way away from the eaters. Leave the kitty cats alone, you sick, sick people. So I really hope that we have a selection. I can't even say the word. It's so crazy. Also, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. I don't really need to play this. This is hyena trying to pass mandatory 2A confiscation, which she has repeatedly said that she supports. And here's Raphael Warnock of Georgia. We're not going to be able to get where we need to go without action. Now, give me some thoughts in the chat. Do you think that there's any way in hell that they actually tried to do this in Georgia?
Yes.
You think that they would, Isaac?
Yeah, but is it gonna work? No.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. You know the people in Paulding County?
Dude, I know them.
Oh yeah.
There's
So
no
do I.
way.
You can't. It's like you're not gonna take our guns away, okay?
Dude,
it's not possible.
impossible.
We're gonna revolt and it's
there's
gonna
not
be
enough
crazy
people
shit.
in their ranks to do it. Like, it just makes no sense how they pander out these talking points still. It's absolutely incredible to see that this is still something on their mind, especially after the summer of love and people were trapped in their house and they believed in strict 2A laws, right? And all of a sudden their suburban areas just burning to the ground because they're surrounded by protesters. It's absolutely insane. It won't work in Bama either. Agree with you. I mean, it's just, how delusional can that side be? And it's like they just increase the delusion as we get closer and closer to the selection. Absolutely nuts. We're going to get a good mind's eye on how delusional there is. How much of a delusional mindset there is on the the hyenas side. The time for the debate Tuesday. All you need to know before watching. This will mark the Orange One's second debate in 2024 since he had debated Uncle Joe. Ice Cream Joe. And it didn't go so great for Ice Cream Joe. Kind of looked like he was on his heels. Sleepy Joe, very asleep at the wheel here. Held one back in June before Ice Cream Man dropped out of the race and endorsed the hyena as the presidential candidate. Did he really, or was it just yanked from him and she was put in place?
It was forced.
It was forceful. It seemed a little forceful. ABC News presidential debate on September 10th, set to begin at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looks like we're doing a late night live.
Tomorrow is going to be late AF.
That's right, baby. We gots to live stream this. I gots to. And, you know, I won't monetize it or anything like that. We will be very at risk of being banned for doing that. But you know what? I got to do what I got to do. Debate taking place in Philly at the National Constitution Center, which has hosted several other major political events. Obama and Clinton debated at the museum. Former President Orange One held 2020 town hall there. And Uncle Joe, the ice cream lover himself, used the center as a backdrop for a speech on voting rights. Interesting take. He speaks about voting rights, right? Yeah. Like, what rights do taxpayers and people that go through the process legally have anymore? It's like, if you arbitrage and delude the vote with just anyone that has the feet able to come across, it really makes the whole situation null and void. And again, the attempt on the Orange One's life happened in Butler, Pennsylvania. And the rollout of the Harris Waltz ticket happened at Temple University. So pretty important spot. They're having it out. I am so excited to see Kamala try to defend herself against Trump. I mean, is it going to be a dumpster fire, Isaac, or do you think she's going to stand a chance and have some talking points there?
She's not going to stand a chance.
You don't think so?
She's I don't remember who said in the chat, but they're probably feeding her all the questions. Like,
well, of course.
Right now.
We know they're feeding her all the questions. One thing that she does have up her sleeve is the emotional pull, because they're masters of pulling the emotions out of especially awfuls, affluent, female, white liberals. That's how they pull at the emotional heartstrings of them, and that is their ticket of power that they're probably going to use. And she's going to pander to all of the murder rights that they fought so hard for to destroy the youth of America and make sure this country doesn't keep moving forward. It's so backwards. Like they say, we need to build back forward and better by making sure that most children never see the light of day, right? Like, how does that? What kind of planet are we on where like that's a hopeful talking point? It's so crazy. And Vet making a point. 2A is useless without some ammo. You do need ammo, but how much is too much ammo? You know, because like for me, the average long one, I have about 1,000, maybe 1,500 rounds per, and then the hand weapon, God, that's probably going to get me done too. You know, like a G19 or just your average Glock, I think is about 500, maybe 1,000 rounds for it, you know, because I don't want to have too much. I mean, my floorboards are already sagging, you know, and if I keep adding, then one, can't carry it around everywhere. And two, I mean, honestly, is it just someone else's loadout? You know, at a point, like, you got to think about that. Let me know how much ammo is too much ammo out in the chat there. That's a hot button issue. Now, we got a lot of good altcoin stuff to get into, but before we do get into this, let's roll the mid-roll. Let's do it.
The Blockchain Basement is powered by Arculus. This is the world's leading crypto cold storage where you can easily secure, buy, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap using 3-factor authentication to make sure to keep your assets safer than ever. Make sure to support the channel. Use code BASE10 and click the link down in the description to get your hands on your security today.
All right, we're back. There we go. You know what? And if you aren't taking advantage of getting your crypto the hell off exchanges, folks, you're not getting the full crypto experience. Use our code BASE10. Pick yourself out one right there. What were you were whispering into the microphone, Isaac?
Yep.
What were you saying?
Just hot mic and oh fuck.
Oh,
so it's like that.
Ammo is an investment, so no cap on it. I mean, that's reasonable too. A couple people agreeing with me. 1,000 per is a good standard to have. You know, during flu season, ammo went nuts. It got very, very expensive. And actually, I did make some money off of it. So that's a damn good point right there, too. Now, as we head into tomorrow at 9 p.m. with the hyena versus the orange one in a cataclysmic battle at the debates to unfold, I had to look at this and give a highlight. Guys, I'm still holding my MAGA tokens, and I am very excited to see what the price does for tomorrow's event. But they have accumulated by smart money and gems, smart DEX traders. And buying volume on MAGA from the two groups has gone up quite a bit over the last 7 days. Their balances have also increased. The selection day is coming. I wanted to check out here where we are. Oh, yeah, this is a good altcoin. I got to remember to go back to that one. I'm going to leave this tab open. Check out where the Trump token is right now. I almost feel like adding more to this position. But definitely still hold. My original buys were like $1. Added more at $5, but vast majority of it was around that in that dollar range here. Sitting here holding at 327. I'm pretty damn excited to see if this thing can get some good upswing, because I do see some good things happening on Ethereum as well. We have some good signs coming for Ethereum's network. Where is it? Right here. So this is from Web Trend Analytics, calling a bullish divergence on Ethereum's chart here. This is on the daily. Ethereum flashing that bull div daily chart, showing a potential upside from here. Closely monitoring as well. You have your RSI with the higher lows and the price lower lows. And really, when it comes to Ethereum and when will this pain stop for Ethereum, I'm always looking at this Bitcoin dominance chart. As it sits right now, par for the course, we're scooting right along. We are not to the fun zone yet. I'll do a quick view just for anyone new to crypto, if you just found this channel, on how long we are expecting it to take to get to the fun zone for our altcoins here. Just about, I'd say this is going to get shortened by like right around 112 days. I don't think it's going to take the whole length of this time to get to true altcoin season. I think it's going to be kind of cut short a little bit by all the traditional finance adoption and the reality of Bitcoin being traded on Wall Street. That's going to quicken this pace, in my opinion. But that leaves us to right around the middle of November middle of November to the beginning of December, when I'm going to be comfortable buying altcoins. So I'm stacking hard in between this zone and doing everything I can to increase my bag exposure before that time frame comes. We also had some cool stuff happen for the prediction markets here. It's from Tarek Mansour on X. Kalshi just legalized trading on elections in the U.S. For the first time in 100 years, Americans will have access to legal election markets at scale. A very, very interesting and potentially historical moment for the financial markets that have been held back from doing so. But we also had this. CNN talking about Polymarket. Let's have a listen to this. This is crazy for me.
Top words or phrases people. With the presidential debate just 2 days away, the prediction markets online have people betting on everything from whether Harris and Trump will win to whether they will shake hands. Polymarket is one online prediction market where people can use cryptocurrency to place bets on sports, politics, and more. Ahead of Tuesday's showdown, 28% of people think the two candidates will shake hands. 70% think Trump will speak more than Harris.
Dude, how crazy is this? They're talking about Polymarket, which is on Polygon. That's a betting market for, honestly, everything in the world. And this brings me to my thought of what you were talking about, Isaac, with Drift. Okay. Yes. I mean, because you tell the people in the chat what Drift has been up to in kind of trying to compete with Polymarket.
Yeah, they've been working on prediction markets. They've opened themselves up to election market betting and stuff like that. So you could bet on who's gonna win. And I haven't looked today, but I have a feeling that they're gonna roll out something tonight. With this is just a feeling. This is not confirmed about doing like a prediction market for who's gonna win the debate tomorrow.
Whoa, man, that's a hot take.
That is a hot take.
That's a hot
I guess
take.
We'll have to figure out. But
yeah,
some more.
I mean,
on the blockchain business.
Yeah, I mean, and Drift's price has been crushing. It's up 8, maybe 9% today. It's been digging itself out of this trough. It had that big altcoin sell-off. It experienced definitely pullback here. But at large, man, this thing is still sitting in opportunity zone. So I feel good about stacking it at these levels. Really, really like it. It's a great decentralized exchange. Not only the betting market side that they're building out, it's coming at it from a bunch of different angles. So it's quite a useful multi-tool, as we like to call it here. Now we have this. We already covered the Ethereum side here. This is the money flow for liquidity for some of the top altcoins, you guys. SWI being up there pretty high. SWI, we've liked it for a while. It's looking like the liquidity is moving very aggressively on the SWI side. Bitcoin right under that. Then BNB, Binance. This is one we're definitely watching out for some explosions. End of September and into the future, you guys. Like CZ is going to get released at the end of this month. A lot of people have been sleeping on BNB, and I think that that's a major mistake to make. Shout out to Elevator Man for dropping another 10 memberships for all the people and all the new members. This is the entry point, and if you are interested in, becoming the most based sovereign individual on the planet, join the blockchain black site, upgrade that membership. You just got the entry into the door for free, gratis, of Elevator Man being an absolute G, a savage of a human being. And, you can take that to the next step. Veteran Crypto, myself, we work day in and day out on adding value into the black site. So if it's in your heart to support us on that next leg up, if you like the content we're delivering day in and day out for you, support us and become a black site member. And shout out to you, Elevator Man. What a G. Now, something that's enticing to me, and this is all in relevance to the news of Friendtech devs renouncing control of smart contracts and effectively shutting down the platform. This might be a little opportunity here for Pack a Token. For everyone that doesn't remember, we're talking about Pack a Token with Dagnum in relevance to the Constellation DAG ecosystem. It's where if you're posting about DAG, and I haven't been posting really about DAG, but I might want to start doing my internal thoughts about DAG on X. I can receive Pack a Token and become part of that community. And honestly, I think that Constellation DAG is one of the real surprisers out of these utility tokens. Because honestly, utility tokens have been getting their arse kicked. There's no lie about it. Yeah, XRP, it's a utility token. There is no point in keeping it on hand. DAG has a little bit stronger tokenomics design and a much, much stronger technological application, in my opinion. So I think the DAG's going to be a real good mover. And, someone wanted to sell me, I can't remember who, but someone was wanting to sell me like some meat for my DAG tokens. That's one I'd much rather sell, like ICP or fiat currency rather than DAG tokens. I really want to see what that one ends up doing this market. And now, and with the ISO token, something that I wanted to give some hopium here, because I saw Quant is trying to get out of this slumber. It's been very asleep, you guys, but look at the violent upsurge on Quant. This is on the monthly chart here. Quant fell all the way down to $50 just about. But in relevance to how the other ISO tokens are operating right now, seeing this outswoop of Quant and getting back up to these levels, I see you, boo. Okay. And I talk about how aggravating you were at $100. You were basically acting as a stable coin. It's fallen down very aggressively from the altcoin pullback, but I give credit where credit's due. I saw this thing absolutely ripping in comparison to the other ISO tokens. And that is something I pay attention to pretty closely here. So showing some potential escape velocity out of its downtrend. We already covered Betensor, Aave, we already covered those. Stacks showing some good upswing, up 8%. Stacks, another one I love. Dogecoin, 10 cents now, up 8.4%. Near Protocol showing some good signs of life there. Ondo, Cosmos, Conflux. This is great to see. Really great to see. Now, Celestia, this one I'm careful about. This one's going to have a major token unlock. About 140% of the current circulating supply is going to be unlocked on Halloween. And that, my friends, is spooky. Shout out to Maria Piper Point for joining OG status. Appreciate you, Maria, for joining the blockchain basement. And with all these new members, you get access to the OG chat in our Discord. The link is in our description for our Discord. If you're using Discord, get in there. You got access to our OG chat in Discord. It's an excellent community. And really, I'm going to be taking more time because we have one-on-one chat rooms that are available where I can hop in. And if you have any major concerns or things that are going on in your life, family life, crypto realm, all of it, I want to talk to you. And so I am going to be more available and making myself kind of more one-on-one in the Discord. We have a video room for both the Black Site and OG members. So I made a point to just mention that on the stream as well. Welcome, JB, as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for joining and supporting us this way. It really, really helps me keep the lights on. Maybe someday I can give Isaac a paycheck. It's going to be huge. So now we've covered all this stuff. We have also one more thing to cover. This is Thorchain and an upgrade for Thorchain. I've loved Thorchain for a long time. Love you a long time. And just like that, Thorchain will have order books and perpetuals for Rune and Ruji. This is Kujira. setting up this alliance here, announcing a Ruggira alliance between a merger of Kujira's key ecosystem apps on Levana, unifying Thorchain app layer under one token Rugi that accrues value from all of these core applications. Rugi, this one looks, I don't think it's released yet. We got to go check CoinMarketCap though. Rugi, because I'm going to be hunting this one down pretty hardcore here. It's releasing in a really, really good time frame. It doesn't look like it's announced yet. So I really, really think that I'm going to have to buy some of this stuff when it does release. It's releasing in the right time frame. It's releasing right before the historical November pump for crypto markets. And there's a thing that we kind of understate here in crypto is the escape velocity for new projects that release at the correct time. We saw it, and I saw it last market with the projects that released right before things went absolutely nuts, man. Those things made insane returns, 50, 100x returns. And so that's what I'm looking at. It's the new hotness on the market. And when the real fervorish return of retail comes, and all of those news things will be, you know, kind of highlighted in that regard, man. You do not want to undersell those types of tokens. And currently it's a Rugia/Wrap BNB token currently. Man, we might have to, then I need to get some BNB too. I need to get my BNB before CZ's released, bro. There's so many tokens I need to buy. God, it's just ridiculous. But it's all looking pretty juicy right now. And some things that I didn't cover here on the when we were running through the stories earlier, I want to pull up here because, you know, really we're at a time frame of, you know, plebs are being shaken off the boat, essentially. We have a lot of people that are sitting here waiting for, you know, $74,000, $100,000 Bitcoin. And what was the decision? Should I keep this? Should I keep it or should I close this? What was the
poll?
Yeah, it was. What was the poll? Yes? No? What?
Wow.
50-50? Are you serious?
50-50 is crazy.
What?
Okay.
It's exactly half and half.
With 78 voters too. That's kind of nuts.
Oh my God. Well, okay.
Yeah,
so we got to flip a
people
coin
saying
now.
Psycho hand it till tomorrow, same time today.
Okay. Psycho hand it. And I'm good at that.
Yeah. Or you could close it now and take your profits and be a happy man.
My God. I mean, that RSI is pretty damn high. That RSI is pretty damn high.
That is true.
This is on the 15-minute time frame. I like trading the 15-minute time frame. And again,
Mark, flip a coin. I'll just
flip a coin. Yeah. Do you have a coin? I don't even carry coins anymore.
Carry coins?
I got a pick.
What the fuck is this?
I mean, what is this? Hell? All right. What is this pick? Does this pick have a two sides? Okay. So this pick has two sides to it.
Okay. Does it have a goal?
Yeah.
I have like 20 picks in my guitar case.
Oh, it fell off the damn table. I can't even. Fuck. Here comes Isaac. We're going to decide. It's heads. We're letting it rip. I'm letting it rip. We're just gonna let it run. Yeah, I mean, they are hunting shorts right now. There's a lot of people that got trapped in shorts, and really, here's the volume node. Let's just do some TI on this thing because this has been juicy. So what I have here, and if you're interested in trading, again, we have links in our description, you guys, for both 2Bit, which this is on, and CoinW. CoinW is going to be great if you're just hopping right into it. You need to get one-on-one or like, you know, a really close connection with trading coaches, because I by no means am a trading coach. I'm just talking about what I am doing here. And what I use is a visible volume profile range. And honestly, I feel like I could cook this thing up to like 58.8. With the volume node being that thick right there, this is looking on the daily time frame. Yes, I will probably have some chop getting there, but I really, really feel, and that's why I was looking and hunting around for these longs in here. And these two trades, one of them I was up by like 20% of the whole bag that I'm trading with on this particular platform. That's great. The other one, my stop loss was put into profit and it got stopped out in like $5 of profit or something like that. So yeah, I just flipped, keep open. Thank you, Truck Daniel. Yeah, I'm going to keep it open. I live the chaos realm. You guys know this, and we'll see where it runs. Daddy needs a new tank, damn it. I need a tank so badly in my life. Like, a lot of people are starting to come around to the idea of me because I've been talking about it for years, you know, talking about it. It's like a tattoo. If you talk about wanting the same tattoo for 5-10 years, go ahead. You know what I mean? It's been on your mind that whole time. So, and that is not tattoo advice. I don't know if tattoo advice is legal or not either, is it?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I've been trying to get a tattoo for like since my birthday, but I'm kind of bored.
The first thing I did when I turned 18 was buy a shotgun and a tattoo. Literally the first day.
Those are both my highest priorities on my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I look very high tea. And a lot of people are saying I should start the high tea channel. I kind of need to, because I've been hurting this channel, like losing it sometimes. I go over the edge and I can't hold myself back from getting a shadow ban, and that's my fault. But you know what? I just have to speak my mind, and of course I'll let you guys know what the channel is, and it'll probably let this channel run a little freer, because I definitely want this channel to just absolutely explode as we head into 2025. I really am of the opinion that the 4-year cycle is holding true, and it will remain true, but it will, in my opinion, be cut a little bit short by like a month or two, because it can't be that easy, folks. Now that we have TradFi in, Blackrock has been buying Bitcoin by the truckload off of the Bitcoin exchange. We've seen the price not reflecting the bullishness on TradFi and Wall Street for a reason. They do not want me or you to know how serious this technology of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency truly is. There's a lot of pushing it under the table, keeping it low key, using Gary Gensler to scare the average person away from getting invested, because what if it's a security, right? You better be careful, better have fun with those things that move up by like 2% a day and everyone has a conniption fit, and that's the new big stock to get into. It's just absolutely crazy with the amount of inflation that's happening. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting heartburn. Sometimes these ons give me heartburn. Yeah. You know what I mean? And this is the 4 milligram, but I rock them pretty hard. I don't use sugar or cream in my coffee, and haven't for months. And my God, that burns. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Captain Banana. Was that the California dollar? Did California already leave the United States? What currency is that?
I don't know.
A Canadian. It's Canadian. All right, then. Shout out to you. You know what? You're making me think of my family. All my family's up there in Fargo. I need to be able to see my family. That's something I'm going to do. And let me know in the chat, what is the thing that you want to do the most? I mean, I have a tank, a new home. I got to see my grandma out in Fargo. She is a very heavy Cherokee descent. She is a 5-foot tall woman that weighs maybe 90 pounds soaking wet. She has a fistful of gold rings, and she wears an outfit, a matching outfit every day that's cheetah print. Did I say Cheeto print?
You said Cheeto
That's
print.
terrible. That's terrible. Grandma Irma, I love her. She's like, I'm going to the Palmyra. Do you need anything? She's the cutest woman on the planet. And for people that didn't know, my dad actually had to grow up on a reservation at times. So my dad taught me a lot of stories and a lot of lessons about how crazy and hard this world can be. And really, I'm of the ethnic descent where I'm not accepted by either side. Neither was my father. Growing up on the reservation, he was the white boy. Then he gets off the reservation. He's not the white boy anymore. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. When you're a mutt like I am, you know what I mean? You basically got every creed in you. Absolutely crazy. We got Fade and TradFi, the ability to stop my in real life 9-to-5 daily job and trade and travel. I love that goal. Becoming financially free, financial freedom from loans from Mr. Mark. Would be so lucky if California left the USA. Oh my God, I love it. Reunite with my kids in Russia. KO Kev, okay. You know, and Russia has got some programs for Americans to get the hell out of Dodge here. I'm fighting for my life for this country and the resources we have here in the United States. But my God, it gets weird sometimes. And honestly, like during the results of this selection process, knowing that my entire community has Orange One flags and Orange One vitriol in their hearts, if the state of the deep does not allow the return of the Orange One and just panders to these war hawks, these vultures that have been pulling the strings for so long, I feel like the state of the deep knows that they made a mistake in 2016 allowing him to get it. And now they might have taken that ability away from us, you guys. Like, I am very, very keenly watching what happens this November in a very visceral and tangible manner. You know, we got veterans sad things are getting so bad. Looking at Russia as a place to live is an upgrade. That is a very, very brutal take, but that's the situation we live in right now. And Papa Goose, right, I do need to get my passport, and also have a plan to go visit my Wiederhaus out there in Luxembourg. Many don't know, but Weidert is a very, very interesting name in Luxembourg. There's massive real estate organizations out there in Luxembourg. And really, it's hard to get a citizenship to Luxembourg. I come with direct lineage from my father's side to that house, the Wiederhaus, and it's looking pretty tasty. So we're going to see how this selection process goes. God, this trade is going to be really fun to psycho hand into the workout hour here. Still up by 50 or 47% right now, but you know what? This is how legends are made. Under pressure. Diamonds are forged under pressure, folks. And this is what we've experienced here in this, you know, holding through this market correction. It really has shaken out a lot of the fair weather fans of crypto. And that is exactly what this market does before it truly takes off every single bull market. Okay. This is the exact play of how this thing works over and over again. The short-term interest people, they can't stomach the upswing, the downswings especially, and they're not there for the upswing. So lots of dudes going to Romania lately. Interesting. Son has a dual citizenship in Russia and the USA, along with his wife, Troy. Troy Lindsay, his wife, runs a sewing company, and that is so awesome for me to see. My wife's sewing company, get this, she's making was it Power Rangers outfits? She's literally sewing these outfits at a pretty high cost per outfit. And there's like all these, super nerdy people that are into Power Rangers that are buying them. She's actually making pretty good money on it as well. So pretty cool to see. Kevin Parsons looking to retire. Shout out to you guys. And you know what? We're on this journey together, you guys. I am never going to give up on this community, and please don't ever give up on me either. I am an average dude that's sitting here. I changed our financial future for my wife and my kids once. We're going to do it again 5-10-fold, and I am excited to share this experience with everyone out there that's watching this show. If you can, on your way out, smash the like, share this stream on whatever social platform that you are on the most. Get the average person in the know on crypto. Get them started on the process of crypto education before it's too late this cycle. And then you're sitting across the table from them and they're asking you, how'd you get so lucky? It's not luck. It's by being a based savage that was positioned before TradFi and experienced the massive upswing before it came. So Isaac,
yes, sir.
Appreciate you having you on my show, man.
I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Dude,
every day, just diving hand in it, working our asses off. We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it, baby. That's what it's all about. I love all of you, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow at 2 p.m. But remember, starting Monday, it does look like the channel is moving times to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Make sure you click the notification bell on YouTube, Rumble, X. Subscribe to us, you guys. I'm never gonna stop. I'll see you real soon. Take care.